In 1984, the RSNA Research and Education Foundation was created to fund grants in the radiologic sciences. Over the years, these seed grants have advanced research, education, clinical practice, and most importantly, patient care.
25 years ago, research funding for individuals in radiology was practically non-existent. The board took a bold and really a courageous step in deciding to fund a new foundation, which had never really been done in radiology before.
When I first became involved in medical imaging, I was working with Philips. At that time, there was only really one modality, X-ray. CT, MR, ultrasound, a number of the modalities that are really core part of radiology today just simply didn't exist.
As the specialty and RSNA have grown, so has the foundation. Embracing its role as a critical source of funding for young investigators, the R&E Foundation has already provided over 750 grants, totaling $30 million.
It's extremely important that RSNA have the R&E Foundation to fund grant programs, for at least two reasons. One is that the NIH, the world's largest funding agency for biomedical imaging research, essentially requires that one already be successful to obtain funding. That leaves a lot of young investigators needing a springboard for their careers. R&E fills that void. The second reason is that RSNA is the largest organization in the world dedicated to science and education in radiology. Who else should provide the springboard?
Having the Scholar Grant that the RSNA gave me during the third and fourth years of my faculty position at Penn was instrumental in several ways. First of all, it gave me time off the schedule to pursue an academic career in a relatively new field for me. I had started off doing a lot of brain imaging research in multiple sclerosis, very high technical MR sequences, and transitioned myself into a new specialty, which was head and neck.
The effects of R&E grants go beyond financial support. Outcomes that developed as a result of R&E grants have made a significant difference in the way patients are diagnosed and treated, and in the way medical students and residents are educated and trained. An R&E grant is often just the beginning.
Surveys of prior grant recipients from R&E have shown that for every dollar invested in R&E grants, there's more than $30 obtained in subsequent funding from NIH, DoD, and other agencies.
The reason that the R&E Foundation is able to have these investigators get additional funding and develop this leverage really, I think, has to do with the fact that one of the key tenets of the R&E Foundation is to take young investigators and help bring them into the system so they become knowledgeable in terms of how to pursue additional grants.
With your help, the R&E Foundation will continue funding the next generation of researchers and educators to keep radiology at the forefront of medical imaging.
I think had I not had an RSNA Scholar Grant, I probably may not still be in academic radiology. I also want to encourage all of the leaders across the country, the chairs and division heads that run these sections at the academic institutions, to encourage their young faculty and trainees and residents to apply for these wonderful grants to help perpetuate the development of research in our field.
I think the future of the R&E Foundation is very bright. Its reputation is worldwide. The successes are innumerable. But we must remember that although we're 25 years old, it's just the beginning.
When asked by radiologists why I should give to the foundation, I always say, you don't hesitate to invest in your home, in your children, in your retirement, in any one of a number of personal things. Why would you hesitate to invest in the future of radiology and your practice?